Okay, so I wanted to start doing a series of videos and a bunch of videos. This first one is actually just more of a, I guess, an introduction, but it's also I wrote an article and I'm trying to collect as many different natural treatments and therapies. And some of these are just individual supplements, some of them are protocols, some of them are certain diets, some of them are woo-woo and a little bit out there, alternative health. But I really want to compile like a bunch of them and while some of them haven't really worked for me, that doesn't mean they may not work for you. But I will tell you which ones I generally recommend and have worked better for me, if that makes sense. And so there's a bunch of therapies and a bunch of them that I'll probably um, add to, but the first five ones that I wrote about, because I wanted to split up instead of making it a huge article, which I've done in the past. Um, it's the five treatments I talked about was acupuncture, quantum K, diamond alignment, EFT, and Reiki. Um, I'll start off with the acupuncture. Acupuncture, a lot of people are familiar with it, and I've never really been a huge fan of it, but when I did try it for the first time ever, it made me feel really relaxed and a lot calmer and a lot better afterwards. And it calmed me down so much that I think I almost fell asleep, or I felt really sleepy and groggy, um, which I don't really feel like that all the time, because especially if you have chronic fatigue, um, you kind of just feel really out of it in a daze, and sometimes your head hurts and your body's tense. And so at least for me, it's been really beneficial. I know that it's not something that one treatment will give a vast improvement, so you have to do this over time. And it's really, I don't think, all that expensive. You can probably find a Groupon or someone that will probably do it for about $20 or $30 a session, which is pretty cheap compared to other treatments. And you can, yeah, I already said the Groupon thing. Anyways, Quantum K, it's a little bit out there, to be honest. And it's, if you look up Quantum K, and it's UK based, it's an energy based healing protocol system, and it's basically, what is it? It's based on like fractal geometry, and I want to say some Reiki and some other stuff. But you can listen to it like once a week, and there's a new video that came out recently, which is very different from the first one. The first one is about 20 minutes long. The second one is only about 8 minutes. And the first one, you can actually, if you're familiar with the tapping technique or EFT, emotional freedom technique, you can tap along and it will help you a lot with that. You basically just watch it and you can read along, or you can just watch it and absorb it. And there's also sound to it. But it's also free, which is pretty cool. I I think the first few months, or maybe first month, you listen to it about every day, and then you only listen to it. You only listen to it maybe like once or twice a week, and then I rotate the video that I watch, the second one, the first one. I've seen some small benefit. Maybe it's just if I keep at it, it'll do more. I haven't seen a huge improvement though. So I don't know, maybe for some other people it might work better. Um, another healing or alternative health thing that I've looked into is I've done in the past some is diamond alignment. And also, by the way, before I continue, quantum K and diamond alignment I learned about from Magnus Tapping, who is a pretty well-known English UK-based tapper, emotional freedom technique. And his Facebook is pretty cool because it has a bunch of free notes and resources, and two of these were on one of the emails he sent. So yeah, and actually have him on Facebook as a friend, and he's a pretty cool guy. But anyways, diamond alignment, it's about 6 or 8 minutes in a flash animation. It's basically an energy-based healing system. So, not really much scientific proof or evidence. Not to discount those, really. They do help, but I just uh, varying results, and I've seen some improvement. I just haven't seen a whole lot of it. Um, Another one which I've known about for some time and I've used for some time, and it's maybe uh, helped me some, while others I notice it helps a lot, and I know that there's a difference in how people do it. Some get a huge benefit from it, some just get a small benefit from it. But it's emotional freedom technique, also abbreviated as EFT, or also called the tapping technique, and it basically uses the acupuncture points or acupressure points, and you basically tap on it, and generally you get rid of bad beliefs, and you also instill good beliefs or positive beliefs. And I think part of the reason why it works is because it does use affirmations, which is from neuro-linguistic programming and NLP, which I'm not as huge a fan as I used to be of it. I wrote an article on Clarity, the book by Jamie Smart, and I go into the article on why I'm not a huge fan of it, because I think it's really, really incomplete. Although I do know quite a bit of it, although I don't quite use it as much. There's also Reiki, which is invented by a Japanese Buddhist monk as a healing protocol. And like a lot of these energy healing or alternative health, there isn't much scientific proof or evidence. I actually have gotten one massage Reiki session, and I think I got some improvement of it, but it was when I was much worse off than I was now, and so that may have been a part of it. I may try in the future. I really don't know. But out of all these, there's probably about 20 or 30 that I'll talk about, and some of these I haven't tried personally, but I do have experience, or I know people that have, or I've looked into it a lot. But probably acupuncture out of these 5 is probably the best one that I would recommend, because it can really help with a lot of things. So check it out.